24/7 sa iyong mga piitan.
Inihatid sa inyo ng With Love John Foundation Incorporated sa ilalim ng pamumuno ni Dr. Bernie Miguel sa pakikipagtulungan ng Department of Education, Kidapawan City Division, Provincial Government of Cotabato at ng Notre Dame Broadcasting Corporation. Ito ang Radyo Eskwela. Radyo Eskwela. Lunes hanggang Biyernes, ganap na alas 10 hanggang alas 11 ng umaga at alas 3 hanggang alas 4 ng hapon. Radyo Eskwela sa DXND, Radyo Bida.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah for another great day on a Tuesday. Para po sa ating Radyo Eskwela na hatid po sa atin ng Department of Education, Kidapawan City Division sa pagpanguna ni SDS Omar A. Oba Seso 5 o SDS Natividad Ocon Seso 6. Siyempre pa, ang nagpatigayon nining programa, ma-realize Jude pinaagi sa With Love John Foundation Incorporated headed by Dr. Bernie Miguel. Ang radio-based instruction ang nakikitang mabisang paraan po upang may pagpatuloy ang edukasyon sa gitna po ng pandemya. Handang isip, handa bukas. Ako po si Marlon Bulasa.
Usa ka maayong buntag sa atong mga suking tigpaminaw, loka probinsya sa North Cotabato. Welcome na usab sa atong Radyo Eskwela, ang radio-based instruction. Hatod ka na to sa Department of Education, Kidapawan City Division. Of course, ato ang RBI Coordinator, Ma'am Shirley Dua, and our LR Supervisor, Ma'am Hazel Apareza. Idbanan usab sa suporta sa atong Chief CID, Dr. Melrose Peralta, and SGOD Sir Remigio Orias. May buntag, welcome, kini si Crizaldayan Sampani Binyes.
Usa ka aliwalas nga buntag
Ay, kanindot gayon.
Welcome sa programang Radyo Eskwela. Hatod ka nato sa With Love John Foundation Incorporated. Pinaagi kay Dr. Bernie Miguel. And of course, mayong buntag usab kay Sir Ian Leo Domingo. Mayong buntag atong pagtamyo sa ato ang mga learners, sa ato ang mga ginikanan stakeholders ug suking tagapaminaw. Good morning. Kini si Gladys Mir Pontongan.
O syempre pa, di nato kalimtan ang District 1 o District 3 sa North Cotabato. Pinaagi sa ato ang sister station DXMS, Radyo Bida Cotabato City, sa Cotabato, Cotabato
region.
City, na Barm Region.
Ayan.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
And kita matanawan usab pinagi sa tong Facebook Live, DX and the Radyo Bida Kidapawan 747 and DepEd tayo Kidapawan.
Yes, ug buot po ninyo kung dili man mo makasubaybay live no, pwede pod mo log in sa site sa ndbcnews.com ug pangitaa lang ang DepEd Learning Channel aron inyong mabalik-balikan ang tanang episode sa Radyo Eskwela.
This morning, we're going to have our RBI on English Grade 7, Week 7, and Grade 8, Week 7.
Ayan.
So karon pa lang na iandam na inyo ang mga module diha adto na mo sa lugar kung asa mo komportable kay taod-taod ato nang pag-aansiran ang inyohang mga module, mga items diha nga dili pa klaro sa inyo ha, mas maayog yun nga na reinforcement nga RBI para mas mapaklaro sa inyo ha ang maong pagtulunan.
And samtang nagaandam pa mo para sa atong mga magtutudlo, palihog lamang og connect, contact sa atong mga estudyante nga dunay ipatigayon nga RBI radio-based instruction para sa atong English na para sa mga learners grade 7 and grade 8. Ayan, kay ang mga teachers right now busy kayo para sa distribution and retrieval ugmang adlaw. Ayan.
Aron mapuslan pod amang gipanghatag ng mga radio sets, no? Ang mga transistor
Bitaw,
radio.
sakita to.
Gamito na to.
Correct.
Kaya mo na ang purpose.
True.
Okay. So magtamyaw tag maayong buntag sa 22 ka mga viewers nato sa ato ang Facebook page.
Good morning.
Paunang shout out.
Paspasi lang kay medyo taas-taas.
Taas na. Okay, good morning
Ma'am.
Ma'am Lynn Corpus Tugade, Ma'am Zezame Ipil, Ma'am Marife Banganan, Ma'am Farah de Maudin, Ma'am Divine Eric Osorio, o kay Sir Jay Idusa. Good morning, sir.
All right. And of course,
Sir,
Ma'am
yeah.
Rosalia Directo, Ma'am Verita Macrohon, Ma'am Annalisa Serra, Ma'am Inday Alma, Ma'am Angel Fevicera, Sir J, mo ba ni mo? Sir J Pantaleon. And, ayan, sa atong mga ginikanan, mamalihog lamang og connect sa inyong mga estudyante kung wala pa ba, naka-ready para sa ilahang module para sa grade 7 and grade 8.
Alright.
Makulit na mo kay si Big Brother na para
Oo,
instructionan yung mga...
True. Ayan.
Sige, tawagon na
Big
nato
brother?
itong mga grade 7 na learners.
Big sister itas.
Big Sister.
So, tawagon naman nato sila.
Tawagan na.
Tawagan na, palihog lamang gayon.
Okay, adto na mo sa lugar kung asa mo komportable kay ang pangutana, grade 7 learners. Andam na ba mo?
Andam na!
Radyo ESKWELA.
Hello, grade 7 pupils. How are you today? Are you up for a new lesson? Welcome to another episode of Radyo ESKWELA. Writing is one way to help you say clearly what you think or how you feel about people, places, events, and experiences. The words in the sentence must be in the right order to make sense. After going through this module, you are expected to first define phrase, clause, and sentence. Second, differentiate phrase, clause, and sentence from one another. And third, construct sentences using clauses and phrases. The sentence is the largest grammatical unit in the English rank scale, and it refers to a group of words that begins with a capital letter and ends with any of these three punctuation marks: the period or full stop, the exclamation mark, and a question mark. A simple sentence is one which has one main idea or independent clause. For example, this is my food. I love you so much. Choco has gone home. Kathy bought a book this morning. The hardworking farmer reaped a bumper harvest last year. Sentences has two parts: the subject and the predicate. The subject refers to the part of the sentence that tells you who or what the sentence is about. For example, Kelly is walking down the street. My friend wants to see a movie. She looks good. The sentence consists of a verb and a subject expressing a complete thought. There are no dependent clauses, only a single independent clause from a simple sentence. For example, he ate an orange. The cat is eating. It is important to note that we do not determine whether a sentence is simple by how long or short it is. A sentence could be short and not be a simple sentence, while another may be very long and still be a simple sentence. The predicate tells what the subject does with an action verb or describes the subject using a linking verb and a complement. Example, Kelly is walking down the street. Let us see if you already know something that we are about to discuss. Answer the pre-test on the page 6 of your module. Are you ready? Task 1. Write each of the following sentences in your activity notebook. Underline the subject and encircle the predicate. Number 1. Anna is cooking spaghetti. Number 2. The children are playing Scrabble. Number 3. Avocado is my favorite fruit. Number 4. Reading is my hobby. Number 5. My teacher smiles at me. Number 6. I am worried now. Number 7. Teach me how to drive. Number 8. Are you afraid of the dark? Number 9. Daniel looks happy today. Number 10. We will attend the meeting this afternoon. Task number 2. Copy each of the following sentences in your notebook. Identify whether the group of words is a sentence, a phrase, or a clause. Write your answer on the space provided for. Number 1. My grandma's house. Number 2. I love singing and dancing. Number 3. When the saints go marching in. Number 4. We were discussing modules on the table. Number 5. Leaving behind the dog. Number 6. Smashing into a fence. Number 7. She wanted to talk to my sister. Number 8. When she got home. Number 9. My sister got fainted. And number 10. In the school. Clauses and phrases are building blocks of sentences. Every sentence must have at least one clause to be considered grammatically correct. You'll need to have a working knowledge of subjects, predicates, and the objects before you continue. A sentence is a word, or a group of words, that expresses a complete thought or idea. Typically, a sentence contains a subject and a predicate. There are various kinds of sentences according to structure of the sentence. To know the various kinds of sentences according to structure, it is important to know what clauses are. Once the concept of a clause is clear in one's mind, they will have no difficulty in understanding the different kinds of sentences according to structure. In communicating, we need to be able to convey the message in an appropriate manner so that we will have a meaningful communication. In this lesson, you will learn how to use phrases, clauses, and sentences appropriately and meaningfully. Remember your previous lesson on the direct speech and reported speech. Hope you paid attention to that lesson because it will really come in handy with our new lesson today. Let's check your memory, shall we? Task number 3. Write the following on your activity notebook. Underline the group of words if it is a sentence and encircle if it is a phrase. Number 1. John hit. Number 2. Sam and Sherry went to class. Number 3. Go to the movies. Number 4. The animals live in the forest. Number 5. Happy day. Number 6. Jump for joy. Number 7. The showkeeper showed the animal. Number 8. All day. Number 9. I played basketball today. Number 10. I also enjoy playing basketball. Task number 4. Copy the following sentences on your activity notebook. Write yes if the underlined word in each sentence is a phrase, and no if it is not. Write your answer on the space provided before each number. Number 1. He was waiting for the rain to stop. Number 2. She was upset when it didn't boil. Number 3. You have been sleeping for a long time. Number 4. You might enjoy a message. Number 5. He was eager to eat dinner. Number 6. Ivory is diligent in her studies. Number 7. Elvis always asks me for food. Number 8. They want me to go with them. Number 9. Maxine is a nice pet. Number 10. Are you done? Were you able to answer the items correctly? What is the difference between the clause and the phrase? The phrase. Words can be grouped together, but without a subject or a verb. A phrase is a group of words related to the subject, predicate, or object. Phrases do not contain a subject and a predicate, or we would call them clauses. Phrases provide additional information about subjects, predicates, and/or objects, and understanding how they work is helpful to building and analyzing sentences. Example: after working late into the night, Jack fell asleep on his desk. The embolded portion of the sentence exemplifies the phrase. It provides additional information about our subject, Jack. But the sentence does not require this information to be grammatically complete. I left my keys inside the Whole Foods, my favorite grocery store. In this example sentence, the predicate is left and the subject is I. On the other side of the sentence, we have a phrase that provides additional information about the object of the sentence, Whole Foods. Note that the phrase can come at the beginning, middle, or end of a sentence. Example, after dinner, waiting for the rain to stop. On the other hand, the clause are a group of words that are both subjects and predicate. Unlike phrases, a clause can sometimes act as a sentence. This type of clause is called an independent clause. This isn't always the case, and some clauses can't be used on their own. These are called subordinate clauses and need to be used with an independent clause to complete their meaning. An example of a subordinate clause is, when the man broke into the house. An example of an independent clause is, the dog barked at him. While clauses, phrases, and sentences might seem very similar at first, on closer look, you can start to see how they function very differently. To make sure you use them correctly, it is important to practice identifying them. Let us find out the use of phrases, clauses, and sentences appropriately and meaningfully. Let's go! Direct speech. Is the exact words someone said. We use quotation marks in the direct speech. Example, he said, quote, I'll wait for you, end quote. Reported speech is the exact meaning of what someone said, but not the exact words. We do not use quotation marks in reported speech. For example, he said that he would wait for me. On the table in your modules, you can see the difference between the direct speech and reported speech. As we go on with our lesson, be ready to form sentences using phrases and clauses. An independent clause is a group of words that contains both a subject and a predicate. It expresses a complete thought and can stand alone as a sentence. It can also be joined to other dependent or independent clauses to make a more interesting and complex sentences. Examples: I enjoy sitting by the fireplace and reading. Waiting to have my car's oil changed is boring. She wants to travel the world and see wonderful sights. Our planets revolve around the sun. A dependent clause is a group of words that has both a subject and a verb, but, unlike an independent clause, cannot stand alone as a sentence. It's a clause that implies that there is more to come and is incomplete. Examples: although she is hungry. Whoever is hungry. Because I am feeling well. A phrase refers to a combination of two or more words that are related to one another and acts as a single unit, but does not contain a subject-verb pairing. It forms a part of a clause or sentence, which is used to provide further information. A phrase does not carry any meaning of its own due to the absence of subject and verb, but it clarifies the context of the sentence when added to a clause. Note, there are two types of words that can be used as connectors at the beginning of an independent clause. coordinating conjunctions, and independent marker words. Coordinating conjunctions. Coordinating conjunctions coordinate or join two or more sentences, main clauses, words, or other parts of speech, which are of the same syntactic importance. Also known as coordinators or coordinating conjunctions, are used to give equal emphasis to a pair of main clauses. Coordinating conjunctions always connect phrases, words, and clauses. For example, this batch of mushroom stew is savory and delicious. The fact is, you can begin sentences with coordinating conjunctions as long as you follow these 3 rules for doing so. First, ensure that the coordinating conjunction is immediately followed by a main clause. Second, don't use coordinating conjunctions to begin all of your sentences. Do so only when it makes your writing more effective. Third, although commas typically follow coordinating conjunctions used in areas other than the beginning of a sentence, they should not be used after coordinating conjunctions used to open sentences unless an interrupter immediately follows. The 7 coordinating conjunctions used as connecting words at the beginning of an independent clause are and, but, for, or, nor, so, and yet. When the second independent clause in a sentence begins with a coordinating conjunction, a comma is needed before the coordinating conjunction. Examples: Number 1. You can eat your cake with a spoon or fork. Number 2. My dog enjoys being bathed but hates getting his nails trimmed. Number 3. Bill refuses to eat peas, nor will he touch carrots. Number 4. I hate to waste a drop of gas, for it is very expensive these days. Number 5. Jim studied in the sweet shop for his chemistry quiz, but it was hard to concentrate because of the noise. Independent marker words. An independent marker word is a connecting word used at the beginning of an independent clause. These words can always begin in a sentence that can stand alone. When the second independent clause in a sentence has an independent marker word, a semicolon is needed before the independent marker word. A dependent clause cannot be a sentence. Often, a dependent clause is marked by a dependent marker word. Some common independent markers are also, consequently, furthermore, however, moreover, nevertheless, and therefore. You have done a great job, guys! I believe that you have a clear idea now on how to use phrases, clauses, and sentences appropriately and meaningfully. Let us see how well you digested everything discussed in this lesson. Be ready with a paper and pen. Directions. Combine the independent clause using the given conjunctions. Are you ready? Let's go! Number 1. The circus came to town. Tickets were cheap. I decided to go with my friend. The given conjunctions are and so. Number 2. The clowns drove up in a little car. There were a bunch of them. I didn't think that they would all fit. The given conjunctions are but and so. Number 3. A guy stuck his head in the lion's mouth. The bears were dancing in tutus. An elephant rode a bike. The given conjunctions are while and now. Number 4. A man with a whip was beating the animals. The animals were so sad. The man fed them a snack. The given conjunctions are so and but. Number 5. I always have fun at the circus. A lady was selling snacks. I bought popcorn and cotton candy. The given conjunctions are and so. Congratulations, kids! Now that you are done with your lesson for today, you can now use phrases and clauses in forming sentences. Make sure to answer all the activities in your module and always remember, stay positive! This has been your radio teacher for today, Sir Ferdinand Alvarez Failano Jr. Keep safe. Until next time!
Radyo Eskwela.
Inihahatid sa inyo ng With Love John Foundation Incorporated sa ilalim ng pamumuno ni Dr. Bernie Miguel sa pakikipagtulungan ng Department of Education, Kidapawan City Division, Provincial Government of Cotabato at ng Notre Dame Broadcasting Corporation. Ang Radyo Eskwela. Sa kinakaharap na krisis ng ating bansa, ang pag-aaral at pagtututo ay hindi dapat mahinto. Edukasyon ating isulong. Ito ang DepEd Radyo Eskwela. Radyo Eskwela, Lunes hanggang Biyernes. Ganap na alas 10 hanggang alas 11 ng umaga at alas 3 hanggang alas 4 ng hapon. Radyo Eskwela sa DXND, Radyo Bida.
Radyo Eskwela.
Hello, my dear students. How are you today? Welcome to another episode of Radio Eskwela for English Grade 8. Before we start, please take out your modules in English 8, Quarter 1, Module 5. Today, we will learn about emotive words, verb, adjective, and adverb. Again, we will learn about emotive words, verb, adjective, and adverb. My dear learners, kindly open your modules on page 1 and let us do the activity in What I Know. Read the sentences carefully. Identify whether the underlined word is a verb, adjective, or adverb. Write your answer on a separate sheet of paper. Example: enjoyed, verb. I will give you 5 minutes to answer it. Are you ready, my dear grade 8 students? Time starts now. Number 1. Asians are industrious. Number 2. The Chinese are thrifty. Number 3. Most teenagers prefer Korean drama. Number 4. Japanese are passionately nature lovers. Number 5. Africa is the second largest continent in the world. Number 6. Philippine beaches are incredibly famous worldwide. Seven. The Taj Mahal characterizes Indian art. Number 8. The Chinese and the Japanese serve tea to their visitors. Number 9. Asians extremely value close family ties. Number 10. Singapore's Marina Bay Sands is truly magnificent. Eleven. Religion influences some Asian traditions. Number 12. Majority of the population in Cambodia, Thailand, and Myanmar believe in Buddhism. Number 13. Filipino tribal groups excellently depict their culture through art. Number 14. Asian handicrafts astonish tourists. Number 15. Ethnic arts in the Philippines manifest love and patience. Are you done answering, my dear learners? Now let us check your answers. Number 1. Industrious, adjective. Number 2. Thrifty, adjective. Number 3. Prefer, verb. Number 4. Passionately, adverb. Number 5. Second largest, adjective. Number 6. Incredibly, adverb. Number 7. Characterizes, verb. 8. Serve, verb. Number 9. Extremely, adverb. Number 10. Magnificent, adjective. Number 11. Influences, verb. Number 12. Believe, verb. 13. Excellently, adverb. Number 14. Astonish, verb. 15. Manifest, verb. Great job, my dear students. You've done well in your activity. In the previous lesson, you have mastered the use of cohesive devices in linking one idea to another. In order to make your thoughts fit together, you have learned the different functions of these devices, such as to signal contrast, comparison, addition, sequence, result, and many others. For example, if you want to express contrasting ideas, you use the signals such as in contrast, instead, or on the contrary. To add more, you apply terms like furthermore, also, or moreover, while, therefore, so, or thus are used to express result. With this, you are now ready to take on the new challenge and develop your skill in using emotive words, verb, adjective, and adverbs. Now, let us learn about emotive language. Emotive language is the term used to refer to word choices that are designed to evoke an emotional response. It aims to persuade the reader or listener to share the writer or speaker's point of view, using language that stimulates an emotional reaction. Class, emotive language can be used in a number of ways. Number 1, it could be used within speeches, spoken word performances, public addresses, debates, and even everyday conversations. Number 2, it is often used in creative or fictional writing to give the reader a dynamic and engaging experience. Emotive language is common in novels, poetry, short stories, and plays. Number 3, emotive language can also be used in non-fiction writing, such as biographies, newspaper articles, opinion pieces, and personal blogs. Some words evoke a strong emotional reaction in the majority of readers or listeners. They hold a certain weight that is hard to ignore. Some examples of these are: Number 1, adjectives are words often used by writers to characterize something in a particular way. When you see an adjective, think carefully about its connotations and the effect of it might have on the reader. The words delightful, witty, festive, heavy, irritated, optimistic, anxious, awestruck, and bashful are adjectives. Example, Leticia is witty and optimistic. Number 2. Verbs are words that express an action or a state of an emotional or psychological nature. The words amuse, disappoint, surprise, annoy, excite, interest, confuse, frighten, and motivate are verbs. Example, the coach motivates his players. Number 3. Adverbs are words that give further information about a verb. Adverbs can be used to describe actions in a particular way. Always think about the connotations of adverbs and how they make the reader feel. The words passionately, excitedly, intensely, eagerly, fiercely, zealously, enthusiastically, impulsively, and strongly are verbs. Example, he eagerly watched the demonstration. My dear students, it seems that you are now familiar with emotive words. This time, kindly turn your modules to page 6 and let's answer What's More Activity 5. Find the one. Recognize the emotive word in the sentence and put it in the appropriate column. Copy the grid on a separate sheet of paper and write your answer on the appropriate column. The first one is done for you. I'll give you 3 minutes to answer the activity. Time starts now. Are you done answering, learners? Good job! Let's check your answers. The answer for number 1 is enthusiastic, adjective. The answer for number 2 is organizes, verb. The answer for number 3 is courageously, adverb. The answer for number 4 is showcase, verb. The answer for number 5 is bravely, adverb. Good job, students! Now let us try to answer what I have learned activity 6. Finish off. Supply the missing letter or letters to the given word to complete the sentence. Use the clues as your guide. Write your answer on a separate sheet of paper. I'll give you another 3 minutes to answer it. Your time starts now. Alright, your time is up. Let's check your answers. The answer for number 1 is tired. The answer for number 2 is surprised. The answer for number 3 is accomplished. The answer for number 4 is collaborate. The answer for number 5 is humbly. Congratulations, dear students! You are now ready for an assessment. Please turn your modules to page 7 and let's answer test 1. Find the emotive word in the sentence and tell whether it is a verb, adjective, or adverb. I'll give you 3 minutes to answer it. Your time starts now. Number 1. We were amused of the presentation. Number 2. The place is tranquil. Number 3. He prayed fervently to pass the licensure exam. Number 4. An innocent child relieves stress. Number 5. The enrollment for this school year was done remotely. Are you done, learners? Let's check your answers. The answer for number 1 is amused. The answer for number 2 is tranquil. The answer for number 3 is fervently. The answer for number 4 is innocent. The answer for number 5 is remotely. Great job, my dear students! You did well with our lesson for today. Make sure to study the rest of your upcoming lessons at home with the aid of your self-learning modules. This has been your radio teacher for today, Teacher Susie Tanyala. Until next time, keep safe and God bless.
Radyo Eskwela.
Naka-on na. Alhamdulillah at natapos na natin ang dalawang grade level, grade 7 and grade 8 para po sa ating English Week 7. Okay? Sige.
Okay, oras mga higala.
Alright.
It's 10:54 in the morning. Daghang salamat no and congratulations sa ato ang English Department, English team, kay Sir Ferdy Failano and kay Ma'am Susie Tanyala. Congratulations.
And of course, para sa ato ang English coordinator, Ma'am Shirley Dua, our RBI coordinator. Ayan, congratulations to our learners no sa pag-answer sa inyong modules. And ugmang adlaw ka bang Marlon, basig kinahanglan iuli na nila no ang ilahang mga module.
Naka-schedule ta na sa Kidapawan City National High School.
Correct. And kinahanglan nga mauli siguro tomorrow ilahang
Pati
hopefully,
ang summative test.
hopefully ang inyuhang English nga nansiran right now na pinaagi sa tong RBI is ugmang adlaw maapil sa retrieval.
Kaya
Pero,
nainangutana nga, hantod week 8 man ako iuli. Yung kukutob sa nahuman ninyo nga
Correct.
week 8, pakiuli na kay magbuhat namin og grado para sa quarter 1.
True. February
So,
ang
uli
atong
na din.
deadline para
Uli
sa
na
grades
ninyo na.
sa atong mga learners.
Correct. Iuli na ninyo na ha. Pero kung nagi mga higayon, nagi mga instance nga.
Ayun na lang, uli na lang nila. Okay, kanang lisod na kay maggulat pa, magsugod na ang second quarter, di
Sige,
ba?
uli na lang na ninyo. Oy.
Nang load mo na yung Pero bitaw.
Sige, so tomorrow tomorrow ha, alas 7 hangtod alas 9 lang gihapon sa buntag mga higala. Please be on time. Ayaw lang gihapon ninyo kalimti ang ato ang health protocols.
True.
Ato ang pagsuot og face mask, face shield, alcohol, tanan kay para marikayan gyapon nato ang pagkuyan nato sa sakit
wala
ng COVID-19.
tanibalhin og centers nato ha. Wala tanibalhin dito ra
Maura
gyapon
gihapon,
mo
correct.
Ano lang.
And actually na yung mga grade 8 students nga nagapaminaw right now. Kabang
Congratulations
Marlon. Oo.
ninyo.
Si Miss Angel Dihilio, Angel Fe Vicera. Ayan. And sa tanan nga mga learners, sa tanan nga grade 7 and grade 8 nga naka-monitor right now. Thank you very much. I hope nga natabangan gid mo sa pag-answer sa inyong module English subject. Unyang hapon ha. At ang usab ang atong Filipino kay nindot kayong mga hisgutanan. True.
Correct ka dyan. Okay. Shout out sa takadali sa ato ang 27 ka mga viewers sa ato ang Facebook page. Good morning kay ma'am. Okay, CM yung nakabutang Prudente Inandam,
CM.
Sir Darwin Aguilar, Ma'am Maribeth Joy Arocay. Ko kabasa ni
Allure
Belmonte
Belmonte.
siguro.
Yeah, Belmonte. Something like that.
Okay, seg.
Uh-uh.
And of course, kay sa to ang RBI coordinator, Ma'am Shirley Dua. Thank you so much.
And naka-monitor din po si Ma'am Gina Fe Pateño and also to Ma'am Neng Soropia.
Yes,
Ayan,
Ma'am
good morning.
Gina Fe Pateño ang atong bagong information officer. Okay,
Yes.
slash.
Slash.
So congratulations to
Talaga si
Ma'am
Ma'am Gina.
Siya
Congratulations,
na ang
Ma'am
atong
Jean.
information officer.
Very nice. That's
Giturn
nice.
over na ni Sir Ryan.
Mo ba? Oy, congratulations. And also, congratulations din kay Sir Ryan. Ang ganda naman din talaga ng performance.
Sock mob na siya concentrate.
Wow, that's very nice. All right. So, oras natin is 10:57 in the morning.
Sige. Daghang salamat mga higala ha sa inyong kanunay pagsuporta sa programang Radyo Eskwela. Hilabi na sa atong sponsor with Love John Foundation Incorporated, headed by Dr. Bernie Miguel, and of course kay Sir Ian Leo Domingo. Daghan kayong salamat sa ato ang mga learners grade 7 ug grade 8, sa mga ginikanan, suking tagapaminaw ug tanan-tanang nagasuporta sa programang Radyo Eskwela. Kini si Gladys Mir Pontongan.
Daghang salamat loko probinsya sa North Cotabato ang 40 ka mga barangay dinhi sa Dakbayan sa Kidapawan. Daghang salamat sa pagpadayon nga pagpaminaw sa atong Radyo Eskwela, ang radio-based instruction natud kanato sa Kidapawan City Division, Department of Education, headed by SDS Omar A. Obas and ASDS Ma'am Natividad Ocon, and also to our RBI coordinator Ma'am Shirley Dua, and to our LR supervisor Ma'am Hazel Aparese. Sa tanan nga mga learners, mga ginikanan ug mga adlaw ayog kalimot para sa atong retrieval and distribution sa mga nagkadaiyang nga purok dinhi sa under Kidapawan City Division. Nagapaminaw akong Aris right now. Sila ni Nanabel. Happy birthday yesterday kay Nanabel. Ayan,
Happy
daghan kay
birthday.
salamat.
Birthday na Annabelle.
Yan. Thank you and good
Take
morning. I love that. Take charge. And good morning, Kinisi Grizalde and Sampani Viñez.
Daghang salamat Notre Dame Broadcasting Corporation, ang duha ka mga dagkong istasyon sa BARM og sa Soxar dyan, ang DXMS Radyo Bida Cotabato City 882 og DXND Radyo Bida Kidapawan City 747. Sa ngalan sa Department of Education Kidapawan City Division ug ang With Love John Foundation Incorporated, mao kana ang paghatod kaninyo sa Radyo Eskwela. Ako si Marlon Bulasa nga nagaingon, taliwala nining pandemya, kitang tanan, we should be a fighter, not a quitter.
Inyong napakinggan ang Radyo Eskwela, programang inihatid ng With Love John Foundation Incorporated sa ilalim ng pamumuno ni Dr. Bernie Miguel sa pakikipagtulungan ng Department of Education, Kidapawan City Division, Provincial Government of Cotabato at ng Notre Dame Broadcasting Corporation. Radyo Eskwela, hanggang sa susunod na pagsasahing papawid. Maraming salamat.
Ang balitang ito ay hatid sa inyo ng BioGold.
Magandang araw Mindanao, narito ang bidang balita sa oras na ito. Makaraang mabuo ang Task Force Kitinanik na siyang tumitingin at nagsasagawa ng investigasyon kaugnay ng tensyong namamayani sa bayan ng South Upi, Maguindanao ay magkakasunod na hinaras ng pinaniniwala ang miyembro ng BIFF ang dalawang detachment ng CAFGO sa bayan. Sinabi ni 6th ID spokesman Lieutenant Colonel Anovic Atelano na unang hinaras ng mga ito ang Itaw Detachment alas 5 ng hapon noong Webes at madaling araw naman itong Sabado ay ang patrol base naman na nasa Barangay Pandan na nagresulta sa ilang minutong sagupaan. Dahil sa insidente ay agad umanong pinag-utos ng pamunuan ng 6th ID sa 57th Infantry Battalion na mag-realign at magdagdag ng puwersa sa lugar upang hindi na maulit ang mga nangyayaring karahasan sa lugar. Bago ito bumuo ng task force na tinawag na Task Force Kitinanik ang LGU ng South Upi, katuwang dito ang PNP at militar, gayon din ang ilang miyembro at opisyal ng MNLF at MILF. Sumainyo ang bidang balita sa oras na ito. Ako si Drema Kitayin Bravo.